That's a canon film, yeah?
Oh, it's a canon film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not started that podcast, the Canon podcast, where they just go over canon films, but I want to.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that one either. I just know that there's a great Canon Films documentary that was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. I just think it's called Electric Boogaloo.
Is it really?
I think so.
All right, I'm marking this down. What do you want me to go again, or do you want to go?
Let me see.
Best part of any podcast when we look stuff up and I open a bottle of wine. It's a Ravenswood Inn. I'm sure it'll be mediocre because it's the base varietal.
It's going to be a big fucking adjustment from Strawberry Cheesecake Berliner Weiss to Ravenswood Old Vine Zin.
Here's the thing.
What's an Old Vine Zin? It'll be good.
You don't know that. I will say this. The high-end Ravenswood Zins
Are awesome.
in the engraved black bottles, like the Taladashi and the other single vineyards, might be my favorite red wines in the world. Fuck you, Zin,
For some splash back
for
there.
splashing all over me.
What do I have next? I mentioned Independence Day, where Jeff Goldblum somehow remotely uploads a virus to the alien spacecraft to save the world.
The Jolly Roger virus? First of all, how dare you? And second of all, that laptop was 47 inches thick, so obviously it could do the job.
Yeah. But that's just a quick one. I'm sure there's all kinds of things that don't make sense in Independence Day.
All right, here's a quick one. Where is my prisoner freezing technology from Demolition Man?
That's true.
Also, have you ever noticed, are you familiar with Demolition Man? I feel like you are.
Intimately.
My question is this. It was filmed in 1993, or it came out in 1993. The first scene of the movie is 1996, and shit has gone wrong.
Everything's on fire.
LA is in flames. You've got Stallone jumping out of a helicopter yelling, Phoenix! Via bungee and shooting people. By the way, he also assaults an entire building full of street terrorists with nothing but a pistol.
Yeah.
Which I deeply enjoy.
That's all he needs.
But shit went wrong. And it's 2019.
Yeah.
The freezing dystopian clean future with Dennis Leary's The Underground Movement is in 2032. So in 13 years, every restaurant's going to be a Taco Bell.
Well, there's a Taco Bell hotel now. You seen the Taco Bell hotel?
I have, and I've chosen not to acknowledge it.
It's probably for the best.
Because it sold out immediately.
In like Florida, though, right?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. So that's all I'll say about that one. So I'm just saying 3 years, shit went bad in LA, which doesn't seem to be... I can make fun of LA all day long, but I don't think they're in danger of going into a post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Not just yet.
Not like Escape from LA or Demolition Man.
Yeah.
So
not until it starts like sinking into the ocean, maybe.
Also, Escape from LA. The president moved the capital to Nebraska. That was weird. That's a deep cut. All right, I've got 4 left.
What do I have? I have a couple more than that, so I'm going to throw another quick one. I just rewatched this recently, The Dark Knight, and there's a bit in The Dark Knight where he reconstructs a bullet virtually.
Is this The Dark Knight?
This is The Dark Knight.
Oh, he's trying to identify the Joker. That's right.
Yeah, or somebody that works for the Joker, something or other. But he has like a bullet that's got fired into the wall.
Fragmented.
So he takes the brick out of the wall, and he somehow reconstructs the bullet in a virtual space, and then he pulls a thumbprint off of the virtual bullet.
I feel like they did the super glue move to raise the thumbprint and then like laser scanned it and then virtually put it into a 3D model and then got the fingerprint.
Did they though? I was folding laundry as I watched it, so maybe I missed that.
This is not the most far-fetched thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, no, not at all. But it's still, at the time, I was like, well, I don't know, Batman.
Is it gonna?
Seems like a bit much.
Hey, Batman. I don't know.
Batman, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be admissible in court, as we know. The Batman, he doesn't go to court.
You don't give a shit about that?
He doesn't care about admissible evidence because he's too busy fighting Bane.
You think the shadows are around? You merely adopted it. I was born in it, molded by it.
See, it's Jean-Luc Picard.
What did you say? It was Jean-Luc Picard?
Like on a respirator.
On a respirator.
Essentially.
Make it so. Engage.
Yeah.
Number 1.
It is the same accent, and that's amazing.
It's great. It's fantastic.
But yeah, I had The Dark Knight real quick, just to throw that one out there. Stupid Independence Day thing. And then I have, I have like my top 3, but then I have a couple other ones that I know you wanted to talk about.
Okay, so you have top 3. I think this one is not on your list, so I'll go with this one. Crank.
Oh, what doesn't hold up in Crank? That movie seems like it's thoroughly realistic.
I'm lumping Crank and Crank 2 into this.
Oh yeah, they're the same movie essentially.
But mainly
they're meant to be watched in one sitting.
It is a magnum opus.
Yeah.
No, I feel like heart technology is not quite where I want it to be. Like I feel like there should be more avenues of injecting your heart with either adrenaline or electricity all the time. I feel like, can I get an artificial heart that is shittily made and possibly Chinese? And maybe that's available and I just don't know my audience. But that's what I want. I want a shitty plastic heart for when mine goes. I want to live out the Crank movies. Also, when I saw Crank downstairs, I also immediately moved my eyes to the directors, the same directors who made, not only did they do Ghost Rider, but they did the movie Gamer with Gerard Butler, who
they
I
did
think
the second Ghost Rider, right?
Second Ghost Rider. I believe you do not like Gerard Butler, if I recall correct.
I am not a fan of the Jerry Butler.
Jerry Butler in Gamer as a convict who's being remote video game controlled by Logan Lerman. And the villain in the movie is Dexter.
It's Dexter, yeah.
He does a soft shoe in that, which is honestly hilarious. But
doesn't he have like a Foghorn Leghorn accent or something in that movie?
Yeah, most definitely.
That's always fun.
We got a good actor. He's very popular, all right? We've got this great premise. Yeah, it sounds interesting. We've got Chris Ludacris Bridges. Okay. But the villain also has a southern accent. All right. Jerry Butler. Fuck. And we got the Crank directors. Shit. Also, Terry Crews is blood-soaked and naked in his first scene in that movie. He's a psychopath. That might be the best part of the movie.
Oh, good. You don't have to watch it for long. See, I just can't get into Gerard Butler, even though like there's so many movies that I know I would like if not for the Gerard Butler.
If he wasn't struggling to cover his accent.
I don't know why they even try.
Him in the Olympus movies it's my favorite thing of all time. I love those movies because
people tell me that they're great.
They're great, but you have to get past the fact that he is a not great actor. Did you know that King Leonidas was from Edinburgh?
Historical truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no reason we can't be reasonable.
But like, just make him fucking Scottish. Like, stop trying to make him seem like he's from fucking Jersey or something. Like, it doesn't work.
I know
it doesn't matter.
I know you don't like him, but Den of Thieves is a legitimately bonkers fucking movie that's great.
I know that Jason Mantzoukas
loves that movie.
Could not stop talking about it for like 8 episodes in a row.
Regardless of that, it's actually a decent heist movie. I liked it especially because the main villain is Pablo Schreiber.
Oh, Pablo Schreiber. I love Pablo
from
Schreiber.
Season 2 of The Wire.
Yeah. He's in a ton of stuff. He's great. He's on that American God show on Starz.
Oh, is he?
He's the Leprechaun King. He's amazing.
I don't know that the sentence you just said made sense.
Yeah,
but I want to watch it.
It's Neil Gaiman.
Yeah,
it's a Neil Gaiman thing, and he's so fucking good on it. Pablo Schreiber. I love Pablo Schreiber. He's always good. But.
Okay, I will leave Crank alone just because I like the Statham. I have 3 left. So, what's your?
I've got. I don't know if you can 1-2 punch these. The Lawnmower Man and Virtuosity.
I've got the Lawnmower Man on mine. I don't have Virtuosity on mine. What do you want to talk about?
Don't remember Virtuosity great.
I do.
I just remember that it doesn't quite add up. Doesn't he jump into the body of like a sex robot or something?
How dare you? How dare you?
Is that offensive?
But yes. Here's the thing.
Russell Crowe playing
Sid 6.7.
Yes, thank you. Who's an amalgamation of all of the worst
serial killers and dictators and fascists ever.
That they use as a training exercise?
That electrocutes people. But don't get stuck on that. An evil bureaucrat switches out the memory cube.
Yeah.
Sid 6.7 for the weird sex robot that the nerdy guy was trying to build out of a silicone-based robot life form.
Sure.
So instead of getting the blonde sex fembot, he gets Sid 6.7
Russell Crowe
in a zoot suit who can repair himself by just eating glass. And at one point, he does just munches down on glass.
Right on.
And fighting him is Denzel Washington in a Chevy Blazer with a shotgun. And this movie has a lot to do with like early like computer graphics, like heavily polygon stuff.
Yeah, which is what makes me lump it in with the Lawnmower Man.
Well, Lawnmower Man is what we're going to spend a majority of the time talking about. I want to say a few things in Virtuosity's defense. One, decent action.
Sure.
It's not Citizen Kane. I get that.
But it's,
But it's also Citizen Kane.
That big, loud 90s action movie.
Oh,
good stuff.
Plenty of mid-90s, like, techno-electronic music. Mm-hmm. A lot of scenes. The first time UFC was really featured in a movie, there was a time where they interrupted a UFC fight. There was Sid 6.7 takes over a network and calls it, like, Kill or Murder TV, and the ratings immediately spike on a terrible, like, bar graph. Because you have instant feedback. And I work in the data aggregation business. That doesn't happen today.
Not yet.
Well, not yet. It was just it was a perfect movie. It won the Academy Award in '95.
For what? Movies. Sound and fury.
Lawnmower Man.
Before you dive whole hog into Lawnmower Man, I have a different virtual reality movie that I would like to bring up.
There's a new challenger?
Yes. This movie was not marketed as a virtual reality movie. It is another Michael Crichton written movie, I believe.
What is this?
It's Disclosure.
Is that a virtual reality movie?
Nah.
Funny thing here. A little peek behind the curtain. Michael Douglas is the main actor in that.
Michael Douglas is the main actor, and
the character's name? My actual name, Thomas Sanders.
Thomas Sanders.
And I have never seen that movie. Of all the movies I've seen, which I just did a deep dive on Virtuosity, I've never seen the movie that has the main character that is my actual name.
It was like the majority of that movie, it's a sexual harassment in the workplace movie where Michael Douglas is sexually harassed by Demi Moore.
I mean,
1994 Demi Moore.
I don't hate it so far.
But,
Well, she did get sold off for $1 million by Woody Harrelson, so that was not good. Wait, that's another movie. Sorry. God damn it.
But you know who else is in that movie? No, I'm looking at the cast on it. You know who else is in Disclosure? Goddamn Dennis Miller.
He's the Rosetta Stone of all movies.
He really is.
Maybe that's why I haven't seen it. Is because my father is a labor law and sexual harassment attorney. That's like his specialty. Maybe that's why it was never seen in my house. I don't know.
But yeah, they work at this corporation, like a tech corp thing.
I mean, just technology.
But so the movie's about him being sexually harassed by Demi Moore, and she's like his new boss or whatever.
Love it so far.
But the crux of the movie is the virtual reality software that they're developing. And there's a bit towards the end where Michael Douglas needs to find some files because it's a fucking workplace thriller thing. So he goes into the...
It sounds a lot like No Way Out.
But he goes into their virtual reality space that's it's like opulent, really bad polygon virtual reality.
Yeah.
But the only purpose that it serves is it's their filing system.
You have to go into VR to access a file?
Yeah, that's the thing they're developing. It's this amazing new filing system that's this gorgeous virtual reality, so you can find your fucking files. What they use it for.
Could you imagine having to go in through, put on a VR headset to go into Dropbox?
Yeah, that's what he's got to do.
And physically get the file out of the file cabinet.
So he's got to put on one glove and some goggles, and then he just goes on in. And he's walking around in this fucking palatial estate.
Is he
there's the files I need.
This is just as realistic as the scene in Dreamcatcher where Damian Lewis goes into his mind
palace.
His mind palace to put away files or to burn them.
Yeah, so the
one
won't find them.
So one of the anus monsters doesn't get to them.
That's another really terrible movie that I love.
That movie it's a great movie for 65 minutes.
And then Donnie Wahlberg shows up in a diaper.
You mean Duddits?
Deadits. We were talking about nicknames earlier. My youngest brother, Alex, is kind of an asshole, and he likes to call me Deadits sometimes.
Wow.
Like
that is, I gotta be honest with you, that's some deep shade right there.
Right?
God damn.
Yeah.
Lawnmower Man. I don't know where to start.
I don't know.
Pierce Brosnan, with one of my favorite things in the world is Pierce Brosnan's hurt face acting. We talked about it in Die Another Day, but it's very prevalent. You want to talk about polygons. This movie
it's something else.
Is chock full of polygons. It's almost uncomfortable because this movie is VR meets Max Headroom.
Yeah, for sure.
Except a lot more screaming and like AOL connection sounds. There's apparently been a Lawnmower 2, which I've never seen.
I've never watched the sequel. I don't believe it's got any of the people like Jeff Fahey is the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
Who, I like Jeff Fahey. He's in lots of weird shit.
Let's be honest. If Lawnmower Man 2, the actors they probably get were on par with the actors they got for like Tremors 3.
Sure.
Like, I can't remember that guy's name who's in the Tremors movies. Not Kevin Bacon, the other one.
Not Jeff Fahey. Yeah, the older guy.
I want to say it was like Dean something or whatever. I can't remember. Bill Duke. Nope, that's the black guy from fucking Predator. God, what is this?
Bill Duke.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, it's the guy.
Please. You know, that strawberry cheesecake beer is not great if you pound it all at once.
It's a lot.
God, what is his name? It's Bill something. Watch it not be Bill at all.
I don't see him in...
The Lawnmower Man, Jeff Fahey, he got smarter?
Yes.
So VR would make you smarter.
Yeah, the VR made him smarter some fucking hell.
And then 26 years later, our VR now is just used for porn. Right?
I think so.
I can't think of a single use right now where we'll be like, oh, VR is great. Like, we're doing it now.
Fred Ward's in Tremors.
Fred Ward, that's his name. It's not Dean. I got 4 letters. I got mixed up. Fred Ward. And the racist cowboy guy with the mustache.
Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of.
Now I can't really think of anything else that happened in Lawnmower Man except there was a lot of similarities between Lawnmower Man and Virtuosity where people were put into weird VR harnesses and shaken around a lot.
Yeah. There's some weirdo VR sex in Lawnmower Man. There's a sex scene, polygonal sex scene.
Oh, that's right. His dick was angular. That's a phrase I'm going to regret saying. God, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember that much about Lawnmower Man.
Oh, it's forgettable. I mean...
Wasn't there a lawnmower
like
mowing the lawn by itself at one point?
Yeah.
Where's that technology?
It's fucking Flowers for Algernon meets Max Headroom. That's fucking the Lawnmower Man right there. That's all it is.
I think you just broke me. It's Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
How did I not make that connection?
I don't know.
Does that make the movie better?
You're distracted by all those VR titties.
It's Flowers for Algernon. I gotta be honest with you, my entire life view might have changed right now.
I don't remember how the Lawnmower Man ends. I feel like Jeff Fahey dies, but there's sequels. Does he just get dumb again?
What is his name in that movie? Job. Job's body dies, but he uploads his consciousness to the internet.
Oh, so he just is the Lawnmower Man.
He's in the net. I do remember that. I have 2 left, and I'm going to cross one right off right now. We haven't gotten to this point, and I don't know if we'll
I have 2 left as well.
Get to this point. But where's my Minority Report red balls? I like the fact that they use the term red ball in the Wire, but like, where's my red ball? Where's my predictive analytics to stop crime?
Yeah, I don't think we're quite there on analytics.
In this city? No. There's a little bit of crime left here, but yeah,
some of that Minority Report shit is totally a thing.
Also, weren't there jetpacks in that movie?
There were kind of jetpacks. Yeah, there were those little things. There are those 6 sticks. Like, that should be a thing.
Scratch that. Thunderball. Where's my fucking jetpack, Thunderball? It's been 55 years. Can't we figure out a jetpack at this point?
There's a Scottish rock band that I fucking love, and their band name is We Were Promised Jetpacks.
So...
They're so good.
If I'm clear, just for the record, which there is a record, you have a favorite Scottish rock band, but you're not on board with Jerry Butler. Seems like selective Scottish racism there, sir.
That's fine.
Wait, are you Scottish? Are you a self-hating Scot?
I'm a little bit of Scottish.
Now we get to the crux of the issue. This is all a reflection inward.
I just want to be Jerry Butler.
That's the real sad part about it is he is your Ubermensch.
Oh no.
Oh,
it's him or Sean Connery though. Or I guess Ewan McGregor.
Sean Connery, the everyman.
Yeah.